coming up to Cow Pasture Road and Bringelly Road. Cow Pasture Road and Bringelly Road, Leppington. And over to the right here was the old Australia's Adventureland, the greatest amusement park in New South Wales in the 1970s. Now look what we got here. We got traffic lights. It's just chaos. It's the old Adventureland. If you would remember that. O'Neill's Adventureland. New South Wales, Australia, by the way, where I grew up. And ahead is a bridge for a train. Didn't look nothing like this back in the 80s, even the 90s. Now it's all double lanes. It was just two single roads back in the day. Potholes everywhere. Now you got freaking towers to your left, frying everyone. Up here on the left, we've got the old Forest Lawn Cemetery. You know how many people are dead in that cemetery? How many do you reckon? That's right, all of them. We've got a freaking... Up ahead, we have a car parked beside the road with a radar. He has a sign in front of the car and a sign behind the car giving you the speed limit. You go over the speed limit, a photo gets taken, thanks for coming, and you get a fine. Keeping us safe. Thanks, Mr. Government, for collecting debt. There he is, looking mobile speed camera up yours, you wanker. Saving the world, aren't they? No, they're just pissing the people off of Australia anyway. They just park their cars wherever they basically want and start taking photos. And everyone starts losing money. But you've got to be pretty unlucky not to be able to see it and speed past it in the first place. But of course, people don't see it. So right now we're at Leppington. To the right, you have the old retirement village. Scalabrini Village it was called. And look at that place. This used to be country back in the day. When I was brought up here in the 70s, completely country, all properties and cows. Now it's a little city. Bit of an accident to the right. It's all open roads, as you can see, flowing nicely. This is Camden Valley Way. I used to live at the Crossroads. How cool of an address was that? The Crossroads. Where the Crossroads pub used to be, well still is. Where the big coronavirus happened. All the estates being built over there. Still getting done. A lot of estates now don't have many trees in them anymore. Wonder why? I'll tell you why. Because 5G doesn't work well and there's lots of trees and things around. That's why a lot of estates now have a shopping centre, your doctors, pretty much everything's in your local estates now, with very few trees, because they know the 5G is going to be controlling the place. And you don't really need to leave your estate now because you've got your schools, shops and doctors right there. Kind of works in well with what they're doing with this COVID-19 bullshit, as far as locking people down, getting people used to being locked at home, working from home. Look at how your estates have been built over the last 20 years. Perfect for this COVID crap. You don't think this was planned? This scamdemic? Of course it was planned. That's why your estates have everything in them. They don't want you leaving home, let alone the estate, which you don't need to leave now. Get used to it, people. It was planned for a long, long time. See, there you go, another estate there to your right with your Coles, your Liquorland. I'm looking for the big towers. So many of these estates have those big masts, big tower masts with all the transmission masts on it. Pretty freaky. Pretty boring drive, isn't it? Not much to see. As you can see, like you look at the trees on the roadside, there are plenty. But in the estates themselves, stuff all. And if there are trees, they're very, very small ones. As I said, because they do block the transmission between the 5G masts, which are going to be installed every 300 metres. Which during this COVID-19 scamdemic, they've been installing this 5G everywhere, in schools, estates, while everyone's been locked down. They don't want people to know where these masts are, because they know people will be taking these masts down, whether that's through throwing a rock at them, or chopping them down, taking the towers down in the future. So we're going to marry up very, very soon. More new stuff going up there still. This has been, work's been happening here. Houses being built now for around 20 years. Very slowly anyway over the last 50, or not slowly, the states are going up like nothing else. Over the last 15 at least. It's slowing down a bit now because of the scamdemic. And right now we're just coming up to Camden Valley Way and Raby Road. All these extra people that have built houses. It's bumper to bumper traffic now and it's not even finished yet. See, here's another estate with a complete shopping centre. All estates now have everything. They have your service station, they have your shopping centre, they have your doctors, your schools, everything. You do not need to leave your estate now, and especially with the scamdemic, like I said, you're now working from home, food's being delivered to your house if you can't get out. I don't know. I've been looking at it for a long time. I'm just watching it all pieced together, which I never knew it was going to be pieced together through an actual hoax. That's what's blowing me away. I mean, I knew it was going to happen somehow, but I thought it'd be real at least. What's happened this year with this scamdemic is what has happened pretty much every year. They're just blaming things now on the COVID crap. Anyway, that'll do for the drive. It's been a pretty boring look, actually. Not much to see. And that's my little rant. What have we got here? This to the left was wasn't a rolling golf course, which still is up ahead. Now let's keep driving. The rolling golf course. Greg Norman had half of that, I think, for a long time. Was the old El Blanco? Yes, that's what it was to the left. I'm probably saying that right. The old golf course was next to El Blanco, where they had all these show horses, and it was a fun day out. Not now. It's just houses. They've knocked down the golf course. 4 more houses. The golf course has gone and replaced the houses. Having said that, they've kept it and they've built out the back of the golf course now. So they've created a new golf course behind the old golf course. Right beside the road, it used to be all the holes. Now it's the Hermitage Estate.